YouTube is a bizarre place, specifically the YouTube comment section. It's like some sort of reverse meritocracy where the masses inexplicably thumbs up the most asinine, reasonless thoughts they can find. Believe me, I'm a veteran of this pathetic internet war, and I'm not necessarily proud of my service. True story. I once inspired a Minnesota Burns comment thread so long it reached the maximum allowable responses on YouTube. It's not something I'll put on my resume. It's just a testament to how stupid some YouTube comments and arguments truly are. There are times where people's arguments are so ridiculous I simply cannot let them go. Making things worse, several of them are repeat iterations of the same damn cliche that simply won't die. But let's set the stage here. Some of you have asked me for my opinion on the recent Biblical Reaper Black Ops 3 news and leaks drama, and I've sort of shrugged it off, not because I don't care. Indeed, I do. I'm just assuming the Michael Jackson and Thriller role, enjoying the show because those who initiated the critique have already articulated their case to an extent that needs no further support. There's really one side of this quote-unquote drama that's objectively right and one side that's objectively wrong. And one side isn't so much of a side as it is just one guy. Those videos are linked in the description. Schwantz, Frito, Eddie, Sneeko, Azazel. These are all spot-on takes that don't require my addition. I agree with them in full. What I want to talk about today is the strange things that happen when we deliver scathing criticism to a YouTuber who has decided to test the limits of what should be acceptable. That YouTuber often deflects the merits of that criticism with one of two cliche lines that might get some thumbs up but are complete intellectual cop-outs. Response 1. You're just a hater, bro. Response 2. You're just jelly of all my success, bro. Response 1, saying someone critical of you is just a hater, is a repeat line I've wanted to debunk for some time, but that topic too has been artfully addressed by Eddie and Raffleraptor. Again, these videos are linked in the description. Check them out if you got some free time. Today I'm interested in response 2. Saying your critic is somehow jealous of your success. A cliche cop-out I will call the jealousy fallacy. I guess that sort of rhymes, or is kind of catchy. I don't know.
Jealousy fallacy.
Yeah, that sounds cool. If you've listened to my commentaries for a bit, you might see some developing themes or recurring messages. 1. Don't be more loyal to people than you are to reason and to truth. Those who pull the jealousy line are simply more loyal to their favorite YouTuber than they are to basic reason. And 2, whenever you make a case for or against something, think through analogy. Apply your reasoning to a similar situation to see if it makes any sense at all. For some reason on YouTube, some of us think if someone with less subscribers criticizes someone with more subscribers, it must be because that critic is just quote-unquote jealous of success. So let's think through analogy. What if other public figures responded to criticism in this way? Hey, Ray Rice, what do you have to say to your critics who say you were wrong to punch your wife in the face? They're just jelly of my success. Janae, do you forgive Ray? Well, after Ray punched me, I was a little bit jelly of his success, but now I've put some thought to it, and I really support Ray fully. Sorry, Janae. Hey, Russell Wilson, Seahawks fans are enraged that you threw the ball at the 1-yard line with the Super Bowl on the line. Why didn't you just audible to a run play to Marshawn? Well, mostly the guys saying that are just jelly of my success. Marshawn is also jelly of my success. Is that true, Marshawn?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
President Obama, Republicans are criticizing your Iran policy and what they say is your weak approach to a nuclear peace agreement. Your response? Look, Republicans are just jealous that I won the 2012 election. Tell them to spread some Skippy with that Smucker's jelly and wash it down with some haterade. By the way, if you criticize my Obama impression, you're obviously just jealous of my YouTube success. Get over it. I don't need to show any more examples to demonstrate that reasoning is flat out absurd. There's no requirement that one person be of a certain arbitrary standing to criticize another. We judge criticism on the merits of its reasoning, not the meaningless characteristics of its messenger. Besides, taken to its logical extent, apparently the people who push this jealousy fallacy believe in some sort of bizarre YouTube hierarchy where the validity of your stance is determined by your subscriber count. They apparently believe in trickle-down ideas, that only those at the top are allowed to have merit to their thoughts. In a strange paradox to which they are assuredly blind, their own reasoning invalidates their opinion because, well, they have 0 subs and therefore are jelly. And I ask you honestly, are these people truly the best and wisest among us? Are you really prepared to make that argument? And if you're not, drop the jealousy nonsense. Anyhow, moral of the story. I know it's hard to face strong criticism directly. Nobody likes it, but as adults we must. If you buy into this jealousy fallacy, you're not only pushing a dishonest intellectual cop-out, but you might actually start to believe it. You might actually start to believe you're a real celebrity of real consequence. You might actually start to believe you're immune to criticism. And believing you're immune to criticism, my friends, that is the utmost height of delusion and arrogance. That is a disconnect from reality that can be quite difficult to reestablish. Thanks as always for listening and for supporting this series. Always appreciate the thoughtful comments below and the discussion on Twitter at skag_3. And if you're one of my critics or you disagree with what I've presented here, remember, you're just jelly of my success. Unless you have more subs than me, at which point I am therefore jelly of you, and your opinion will of course reign supreme. Okay, thanks. Bye.